collective groan, the kids got up and followed us down the hallway to the little girl's room. The door opened with a soft creak, and once the first two girls entered, the lights went on and the loud death metal music blared from speakers on both sides. I was vaguely aware of something hurtling toward my head as a tennis ball on a string smacked my forehead. Lauren sat up, aiming a ping-pong ball gun at us. This girl had been prepared. A true Girl Scout. I liked it. "Lauren!" her mother, Bobby, cried out. "I told you not to set your traps tonight." The girl nodded, as if it was perfectly normal for a bunch of her friends to appear in her booby-trapped room in the middle of the night.
"Yes, you did, but that seemed suspicious, so I decided not to follow that directive."
Kelly narrowed her eyes at me. I shrugged. "What?" "This is your doing," she mumbled. "My name is Mary Rath, and I used to be a spy for the CIA until the vice president accidentally outed me. Since that humiliation, I came back to my hometown of Who's There, Iowa, and started a Girl Scout troop for something to do. After 2 years with this troop, I was proud of how far these fourth graders had come. They didn't originally know I'd been a spy, but after some unusual exploits, they'd figured it out. Now these kids embraced everything related to espionage. Despite Kelly's accusation, I was pretty proud of them. Just the week before, Inez and Katerina turned an American Girl doll into a pipe bomb that spewed tiny rubber balls. I'd like to think I had a hand in that, even if I'd tried very hard to convince my co-leader that I hadn't.
"Can we see the snails?"
Ava and one of the Caitlins asked in unison. Lauren's house was home to the largest collection of snail paraphernalia in North America, second in the world to a 101-year-old man in Japan. And his collection was different in that all the snails were real, live snails. "We don't have time for that," Kelly said. "We have to get the Hannahs, Emily, Inez, and Katerina still." Lauren walked out with us without questioning what was going on, as if she was kidnapped in her pajamas every day. She and Betty climbed into Kelly's car, and we headed off to pick up the rest of the girls.
"Donuts!"
the girls shrieked when we pulled into the parking lot of the local donut shop. They flooded out of the vans and into the store. As I walked in, several senior citizens, who'd been sitting at the tables inside, looked at each other and without speaking, got up and walked out. The next few moments were an experiment in madness as each girl called out their favorite donut simultaneously. Kelly finally calmed them down with a Girl Scout quiet sign, an amazing tactic that worked every time. One by one, each girl announced to the terrified teenager behind the counter which donuts she liked. The kid behind the counter, wearing a name tag that read Reggie, looked like he'd rather be tied to a tree and swarmed by ravenous squirrels. His Adam's apple bobbed nervously as he tried to fill the order. I was kind of worried about him, truth be told. The boy was so short and so skinny I could practically see through him. Obviously, he didn't eat here. For a moment, I wondered why. Was the dough poisoned? Were there rats in the kitchen? My spidey senses weren't tingling, so maybe he was just allergic to gluten. Kelly and I ordered the donuts and paid for them. We collected the boxes from the counter and took everyone back out to the vans and then on to my place. That was where things got sticky. Literally and figuratively. Turned out the girls didn't want to eat the donuts they'd picked, preferring the ones that others had chosen instead. Kelly and I stood back, ready to eat whatever was left. Once the crowd backed off, we found 4 crullers, surrounded by sprinkles and crumbs. "This is better than what I thought would happen," I said as I devoured my second donut. Kelly nodded, finishing off her first. "I think it went well." The whole kidnap breakfast thing was an idea we'd found online. While the troupe didn't technically meet over the summer, we tried to come up with something fun to do.